Chosen one, this message is your divine reminder, an awakening meant for you. This isn't just another video. This is a spiritual experience, a confirmation, a transmission from the Most High to your soul. We're diving deep into the realm of divine abundance, where blessings overflow, where favor multiplies, and where the chosen rise. So if you're here, it's because God handpicked you to hear this. You're not watching by accident. You're watching because your season of overflow is now. Take a moment, breathe, feel this in your spirit. And before we begin, make sure you like this video, subscribe if you're new, and drop a comment saying, "I receive this," so your spirit aligns with every word that follows. Let's get this word into your soul. Chosen one, you've been sensing it, haven't you? That inner stirring, that quiet pull, that feeling that something greater is coming. And you're right. You're on the edge of a breakthrough that can't be explained by logic, because what's coming next isn't natural, it's supernatural. You've survived battles that would have broken most people. You've carried pain in silence. You've been overlooked, misunderstood, doubted, even by those closest to you. But let me tell you something powerful. God never overlooked you. Heaven was watching when you cried behind closed doors, when you held your faith through chaos, when you spoke life over yourself when no one else did. You are the chosen one, the one who was set apart before birth, the one God preserved for such a time as this. And now, the shift is here. The spiritual realm has moved. The atmosphere around you is changing. You can feel it. The attacks have intensified because the enemy knows your breakthrough is near. But so does heaven, and heaven has already approved your elevation. Divine abundance isn't just about money. It's about alignment. It's about stepping into the fullness of who you are. It's peace that can't be stolen, joy that doesn't waver, purpose that pulls you forward. It's the kind of overflow that touches every area of your life. Your finances, your relationships, your mental clarity, your spiritual strength. You weren't called to just exist. You were called to expand. You were chosen to rise, to glow, to walk with God's favor dripping from your life. And that glow you've been feeling lately, it's not in your head. It's your spirit shining, that divine energy. That's not temporary. That's the real you waking up. And let me be clear, you're not crazy for believing there's more for your life. You're not delusional for expecting miracles. You're aligned, and the universe is rearranging itself to bring you what you've been praying for. This season, you won't have to chase. You won't have to beg. You won't have to prove yourself. You will attract. The money will flow. The opportunities will align. The right people will appear. Because when you're in divine alignment, you become magnetic. You become unstoppable. But here's the key. You must stay in faith. You must protect your glow. You must keep your heart pure even when it's hard. Because your glow comes from your connection to the divine. And when you're connected to God, everything else falls into place. No more shrinking, no more self-doubt, no more wondering if you're worthy. You were chosen, and chosen ones don't need permission to shine. So declare it right now. I am chosen. I am aligned. I am ready for divine abundance. This video is a spiritual seed, and if you water it with faith, action, and expectation, your harvest will come quickly. So again, before we go deeper, pause this video if you haven't already and type, "I receive this" in the comments, because that simple act is a declaration in the Spirit. And when you declare a thing, heaven responds. Let's keep going. Your overflow is closer than you think. You are a carrier of divine favor. The oil on your life, it's rare, it's sacred, and it cannot be replicated. You've been marked by God for something far greater than ordinary living. That's why your life has never been normal. That's why you've faced warfare that others don't even understand, because your light has always made darkness uncomfortable. But hear this, every struggle you faced was a setup for your supernatural elevation. God has been refining you, not punishing you. The delay wasn't denial, it was divine protection. The closed doors weren't rejection, they were redirection. Every detour, every disappointment, every heartbreak, it was building spiritual muscle. And now you're strong enough to carry the abundance God is about to pour out. See, divine abundance isn't just dropped in your lap. It's assigned to your growth. And chosen one, you've grown, you've matured, you've healed in silence, you've forgiven when you had every right to hold a grudge. You've stayed kind when bitterness tried to take root. And now heaven is honoring your character. God is about to make you the example, the one they talk about, the one who went from overlooked to overflowing, from broken to blessed, from survivor to shining. You didn't just endure the storm, you learned to dance in the rain. That's why your blessing is different. That's why your glow is undeniable. You've been tried by fire and you came out golden. And now, divine abundance is chasing you down, not because you begged for it, but because you became the version of yourself who could receive it. There's a version of you walking into rooms with unshakable peace, a version of you attracting miracles with ease, a version of you who no longer fears lack because you understand the source is within you. Chosen one, your mindset has shifted. You've stopped asking, can this really happen for me? And you've started expecting it. That's alignment. That's faith. And that's the key to unlocking overflow. You're not waiting on God. God is waiting on your confidence. Because when you move in bold faith, all of heaven moves with you. So don't be surprised when the tables turn, when the very thing you cried for shows up in your reality, when the job, the healing, the peace, the love, the financial breakthrough finds you. You don't have to chase abundance when you're in alignment. You attract it through your energy, your intention, your obedience. Chosen one, God is about to make it make sense. Every delay, every number, every lonely season, every loss, it's all about to come together. And when it does, you'll say, now I understand why I had to go through that. Because divine abundance isn't just about getting things, it's about becoming someone. You've become the version of yourself that can hold what you once could only dream of. And that's why this season feels different. That's why you've been feeling a holy urgency. Because it's here. Your time has come. So keep showing up. Keep speaking life. Keep walking like you're already blessed, because heaven responds to expectation. And chosen one, God is responding to you. Get ready for sudden elevation, unexpected favor, miracles that leave even you speechless. It's not wishful thinking, it's spiritual law. You sowed in tears, and now it's your harvest season. Stay tuned. The next part is going even deeper. And if you're feeling this, make sure you drop a fire emoji in the comments and type, "Overflow is my portion," because we're just getting started. Chosen one, listen closely. The shift you've been sensing in your spirit, it's not your imagination, it's not anxiety, it's confirmation. You've stepped into divine alignment, and now the atmosphere around you is responding. Doors are unlocking, energies are rearranging, Heaven is clearing a path for you. Why? Because divine abundance isn't just about money. It's about divine positioning. It's about being exactly where you're meant to be, so that everything meant for you can find you without resistance. This is why certain people have fallen off. This is why certain environments started feeling heavy. This is why you outgrew the version of yourself that used to settle, used to shrink, used to stay silent. Because divine abundance requires evolution. You cannot receive the next level with old thinking. You cannot carry new blessings with hands still clinging to what broke you. So what did God do? He pruned you. He cut off the dead weight. He exposed the counterfeits. He disrupted your comfort zone, not to hurt you, but to free you. Because where He's taking you, comfort can't come, familiarity can't come, fear can't come. Only faith, favor, and fire. Chosen one, you didn't just survive what others would have drowned in. You became the storm. You learned to stand tall when the winds howled. You learned to pray when the path was dark. And now you're walking into a season that matches your endurance. Because God never wastes pain. He multiplies it into purpose. He takes the tears and turns them into testimony. And now the world is about to see what heaven already knew, that you were chosen for overflow. This is the season where your name is brought up in rooms your feet haven't entered yet, where your character speaks louder than your connections, where you don't chase because you attract. Opportunities are being magnetized to your obedience. Breakthroughs are being delivered to your address because of your posture, not desperation, not manipulation, but divine alignment. God is rewarding your yes. That quiet yes you gave Him when nobody saw you. That tired yes when your heart was broken, but you kept praising anyway. That surrendered yes when you had every reason to give up, but chose to believe instead. This is the result of faith behind closed doors. Chosen one, heaven heard every whispered prayer, every God I trust you when nothing made sense. And now it's time for the divine turnaround. The kind that happens suddenly, the kind that humbles you, the kind that makes even your enemies say, that had to be God, because it is God. This is divine abundance, not just more money, not just more things, but more clarity, more purpose, more spiritual power, more peace that passes all understanding. This is what favor looks like when it's not based on hustle, but on heritage. You didn't earn this by striving. You inherited it by surrendering. You're stepping into rooms that were built with your name already written in the foundation. You're receiving calls from people who don't even know why they're drawn to help you. But they will, because when God opens the floodgates, no force on earth can stop it. Chosen one, get used to abundance. Start preparing for more than enough. Start walking like the blessed one you are, not in arrogance, but in holy confidence, because the God who called you is faithful, and what He's about to release into your life will restore every year that was stolen, every tear that was cried, every door that slammed in your face. It's all coming back with interest. This is your confirmation. This is your reminder. This is your sign that it's already happening behind the scenes. So take a deep breath. Smile with expectation, because the next chapter of your life is about to read like a miracle. Type, I receive divine abundance if this resonated with your soul. And prepare yourself, because part 4 is about to take you even deeper. If you've stayed with this message to this point, it's because something deep inside you already knows the truth. This wasn't just a motivational video. It wasn't just a nice message to brighten your day. No, This was a prophetic alignment, a spiritual wake-up call, an invitation from heaven. You've been walking through the fire, not knowing that the fire was refining you. You've been feeling the stretching, not knowing that the stretching was sacred preparation. And now, you're standing at the edge of something divinely irreversible. But here's what you need to understand. Divine abundance is not coming. It's already here. The shift has already happened in the Spirit. Now, you're catching up to what God already settled in eternity. You see, divine abundance is not just what flows into your life. It's what flows through you. It's not just about receiving more. It's about becoming more. You're not just the recipient of favor. You are the vessel of favor. You're not just blessed for you. You're blessed for those connected to you. Your obedience has ripple effects. Your surrender has a legacy. That's why the attacks were so intense. That's why the isolation felt suffocating. Because when the enemy couldn't take your future, he tried to distract you from it. But it didn't work. You're still here, still standing, still believing, still chosen. You made it through the storm. And now God is about to give you a harvest that makes the drought worth it. Not just to restore you, but to establish you, to root you so deeply in His presence that no blessing can uproot your character. Now here's the answer, the truth your soul has been aching for. You don't have to chase what you've already been called to carry. You don't have to prove anything to anyone. You don't have to force, beg, plead, or overperform. Because divine abundance responds to identity, not effort. It flows to those who know who they are in Christ. It flows to those who are postured, not panicked. To those who listen, who trust, who wait on the Lord. This is the moment to shift from striving to receiving, from hustling to hearing, from fear to faith. Because God is not asking you to do more, He's asking you to be still and know. Know that you are already chosen. Know that you are already favored. Know that you are already in alignment with what heaven has written about you. You don't need to manifest anything. You don't need to convince the universe. You don't need to compete for attention. You've been sealed by the Most High God, and what He opens, no man can shut. So take your hands off the wheel. Stop trying to figure out how it's going to happen. Stop measuring your worth by your productivity. Stop letting temporary setbacks define eternal promises. Because here's the final truth. You are not waiting on abundance. Abundance is waiting on you. It's waiting for your surrender. It's waiting for your trust. It's waiting for your praise before the evidence. It's waiting for you to say, God, I let go of my plan for yours. That's the key. That's the turning point. Not a bigger following, not a bigger bank account, but a bigger yes. A yes that says, God, even if I don't understand it, I trust you. A yes that says, even if it takes longer than I thought, I'll wait in worship. A yes that says, I won't panic in the process, I'll praise in the preparation. Because the truth is, you were never denied. You were being developed, and now you're being deployed into destiny, into overflow, into purpose so big your past won't even recognize you. Your glow up won't be loud, it'll be divine. Your blessing won't be based on effort, it'll be based on election. You're not lucky, you're called. You're not random, you're royalty. You're not forgotten, you're favored. This is divine abundance, and it has your name on it. So if this entire message resonated with your soul, if something in your spirit feels lighter, more confident, more aligned, then don't keep it to yourself. Speak it out loud. Proclaim it. Write it in the comments below. I receive divine abundance. I am chosen. Because when you declare it, you activate it. And when you activate it, heaven responds. And when heaven responds, everything changes. This isn't just the end of a video. This is the beginning of a brand new era of your life. Walk boldly, walk freely, walk like the chosen one you are. Because divine abundance isn't coming, it's already yours.